Hey, story fans, I just saw Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and I don't hate, I just officiate your favorite superhero movies. So I'm late on this review, and I took a while to see the movie, but I saw all these bad reviews coming out for the movie, and I even saw spoilers and parody videos already being made, and they were all negative reviews, except for a few, and I went and judged it for myself, and I have to throw the red challenge flag on this because I thought it was a pretty good superhero movie. Does it have some penalties? Yes, we'll get into that, and we'll do that right now.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
What did Billy tell me to protect them? What if they get sick?
While Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces.
So again, we're throwing the red flag on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. It follows up the second story, or it follows up as a sequel. It works really well. It expects you to have seen the first movie to a certain extent, although they do take the time to give you some flashbacks from the first movie, which I don't think is very necessary, but it shows sort of a lack of confidence in the audience remembering the first movie. That causes me to have to blow a penalty. First story should be memorable enough that the second part of the story makes sense. Some critics said we were retreading old ground with author Arthur learning to accept himself as a king again, but no, the story makes sense that he had accepted the responsibility, but still didn't know what being king would entail, and the grueling day-to-day of it, and how he would still gladly give it up is an important plot point to his character. So I don't think that is a bad story beat at all in this. Where the movie fails is trying to include a family dynamic as part of another underlying theme. This is a small spoiler, but Arthur and Mira have a kid in this one, and everything surrounding the kid doesn't work. The reason it doesn't work is because they probably really needed Amber Heard's character to make it work. And if they cut stuff out of the movie or rearranged it, I think this is the story point that's lacking the most. They didn't need it at all. The villain's plan will work. You need the blood of an ancient. I like that aspect of it. It needs to be DNA because it connects it to the first movie. But this child really only specifically exists as a plot point in the end. They could have done a lot more with father's development with Tamora Morrison's character, and so penalty on Aquaman for an underdeveloped theme. Let's see. Underdeveloped theme. Storyline that goes nowhere. It falls into that category. So here's the call. Penalty on Aquaman and Lost Kingdom for underdeveloped storyline that goes nowhere. You have this baby. There's some bad jokes with the baby, or just sort of some gross out jokes. I don't even remember the name of the baby. I think it's Arthur Jr. And it's like there's a very traumatic part of the movie, and one character just goes, "Junior, no!" And it's just sort of like, all right, I'm supposed to be feeling very tragic right now, and I don't. You remove this child from the movie and just have it be about brotherhood, you could make it work. You could even have the technology and science equals magic aspect of it. You take this baby out of the movie, I think you'll have a lot better reviews. And it's just a shame. I think I saw some reviews saying that it was wasted potential. And I don't know about that. I think they knew they were going to end this universe. It is a weird place to end the universe. The DC universe ends on a gross out joke with a nod to Marvel. And I wonder if it's a sass at Marvel for changing the way superhero movies are looked at. That you can't just have a superhero movie. They have to connect to something else or nobody goes to them. We're looking forward to the reboot of the DC universe, starting with Superman. But it's kind of interesting that, to me, that they're casting all these other Justice League characters for this Superman movie to start things up as if this universe has already existed with new characters and everything. So maybe we'll see Jason Momoa back as Lobo, but I think you will see this universe again. If I believe what James Gunn is doing is he's building towards a Crisis on Infinite Earths or a Kingdom Come. And maybe the Flash will get a chance to redeem himself too. So, I'm the Writing Riff, and that's been The Call.